Now on YouTube, it's time for some alternative commentary action with the Commentary Hub.
There's headed by Marina, and it's 2-1 to Arsenal.
Look at that point! Goal for Manchester City!
Takes this corner, whips it in, it's headed and it's a goal, and it's that man, Gabriel.
Liverpool have equalised. Lovely improvisational touch from Curtis Jones.
Oh, what a goal! Wow, take it out! Good evening and welcome along to the Commentary Hub's coverage of this Premier League encounter. Is Wolverhampton Wanderers, and they're taking on Fulham in the Premier League tonight, taking place at Molineux. I'm Westford, I'll be the man getting you through the action this evening on commentary duty for our only coverage of the Premier League matches that take place tonight. This is the place to be. We'll keep you bang up to date with this match that we've got on coming up as the teams are emerging out from the tunnel. So we'll go through the teams very, very shortly, but I can tell you that Wolves are unchanged from their 1-0 victory over Bournemouth at the weekend. Fulham, on their visitors, on the other hand, have made 5 changes from the 2-0 defeat at home to Crystal Palace on the weekend. Rodrigo Muniz, George Querner, Andres Pereira, Ryan Sessegnon and Issa Diop all come in to the side in place of Anthony Robinson, Calvin Bassey, Alex Iwobi, Raul Jimenez and also Emile Smith-Rowe, who is out injured. Let's take a look then at the two sides which have been picked tonight by the managers, and we can give you the Wolverhampton Wanderers team now, which is in full is Jose Sarr, who starts in goal tonight. Madurti, Santiago Bueno and Totti across the back. Nelson Semedo, Andre and Yao Gomez in midfield, along with Rane Nouri. And then it's two behind the front man of Jean-Richard Bellegarde and Mateus Cunha behind Marshall Montes. Montes, I should say, in the attack. On the bench then, Sam Johnston, Traore Boubacar, Yorkshire Lawson, Tommy Doyle, Pablo Sarabia, Nasser Njuga, Pedro Lima, Alfie Pond and Mateus Main. Line up for Vitor Pereira's side. As for Fulham, it looks like they're going to be playing in a similar sort of formation to what Wolves are lining up tonight, as we go to take a look at their side and just remember they are managed by Marco Silva tonight. And we can run you through the side now for Fulham, which has been picked by Marco Silva this evening, and it's Bill Leno, the captain, in goal tonight. I can just tell you, Nelson Semedo is the captain for Wolves, incidentally. For Fulham, it's a back three then of Issa Diop, Joachim Andersen and George Querner. In midfield, we've got Timothy Castagne, Sander Bay, Sasa Lukic and Ryan Sessegnon. And Traore and Andres Pereira are behind Rodrigo Muniz, with Steve Bender, Calvin Bassey, Alison Reed, Raul Jimenez, Tom Kearney, Alex Iwobi, Willian, Josh King and Anthony Robinson on the subs bench this evening. It's going to be a big game tonight. Wolves can go 8 points clear of the bottom three with a win over the Fulham side, who are in the top half of the Premier League table. Rane Nouri, a big player for Wolves, a left wing back tonight, and he'll be looking to get involved in this game today. And Wolves move those 8 points clear. When key man for Fulham is Andres Pereira, he'll be looking to score a number of goals to help out Rodrigo Muniz and Adama Traore in the attack for Fulham tonight. I can tell you that the match referee is Peter Banks, Nick Upton and Nick Greenhalgh, the assistants. So Narrington is the fourth official, and the VAR is Paul Tierney. He's assisted by Derek Eaton. They were about to get underway with Fulham attacking the goal away to my right hand side in the first half, now in their change strip of black and red. Wolves in the old gold. And Andres Pereira gets us off and on the way, drops it all the way back there to Diop, who sends it forward. Flicked on there by Rodrigo Muniz, and Fulham on the attack here, but they've been forced backwards. There's a wonderful ball over the top. Rodrigo Muniz edges it down as Totti Gomez just manages to clear the ball away. Cunha can't get there for Wolverhampton Wanderers, as it's a Diop now as possession. He just drops the ball back into Joachim Andersen, who will in turn go all the way back to the standing skipper tonight in Berlin. Keep you up to date with all the other scores in the Premier League action taking place tonight. Brighton against Bournemouth, Crystal Palace Aston Villa, was already underway as well. And the game at 8:15 sees Chelsea against Southampton. As Fulham in behind here, and a chance, and Fulham have taken the lead early on. Is Ryan Sessegnon on the left wing back? Inside the opening minute, he breaks through down the left hand side, and Ryan Sessegnon inside 90 seconds has given Fulham the opening start of the game and the opening goal of the game as well. Rodrigo Muniz with the brilliant ball through, and Ryan Sessegnon back into the side tonight says thank you very much. Brilliant ball up there to Rodrigo Muniz. He turns it away, plays a wonderful ball out to Andres Pereira, who helped to his way to Sessegnon, who was inside the penalty. He did well there. Rodrigo Muniz was being held by Santiago Bueno, and then it was a fantastic ball through by Andres Pereira, who set Sessegnon away. And inside the opening minute or so of this game, Wolverhampton Wanderers are behind, and Fulham have taken a big leap forward. Some of the changes have made dividends. Pereira and Sessegnon back in the side today, and it has been taken a minute, but they are checking this for offside. I can tell you, against Ryan Sessegnon, he looks like he's onside to me. Potential offside here. They are just checking this call here right now, and I can tell you the goal has been given. The goal is given, no offside. Wolves trail by a goal to nil. Sessegnon with the opening goal of the game. Fantastic start by Fulham. Just what they would have wanted after defeating the to Crystal Palace on the weekend. And what a way to bounce back early on against Wolves, who won away at Bournemouth, which is not an easy feat for many clubs this season. Also fell foul there against Bournemouth in the Premier League, as Wolves trying to make their way out of their back line, and it's over on that far side. Santiago Bueno, and he looks to how Wolves come forward here now. And this is into the puff of Doherty, who can charge forward. Semedo now picks up possession and is back now with Matt Doherty. On halfway then is Santiago Bueno here for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Out wide to Nuri. He's a good player, is Nuri, but not really got in the game as of yet. Neither of Wolves, to be honest. And Fulham have won the ball back brilliantly there, and it's a Diop, just clears it away. Only as far as Bellegarde onto Matheus Cunha. The referee plays advantage as Cunha is away. He goes down on the edge of the box. Then free kick given foul by Sander Berg on Matheus Cunha, and Peter Banks, the referee, brilliantly to play advantage there, and then gives the free kick because it looks as though Bellegarde had been fouled in the build-up, and then he was a clear foul by Sanderberg with the help of Joachim Andersen, and Wolves have a free kick in a dangerous position in this fast-paced start, this Premier League encounter. Be interested to see whether this fast pace can stay up for the full 90 minutes, or whether some of these teams will relent the pressure and just take a bit of the foot on the ball and take a sting out of the game, or whether they're going to go out for, because I can't see these sides keeping up with the pace as it is thus far for the full 90 minutes. No goals in the other early kick-offs in the Premier League tonight. This has been the only goal of the game early on from Ryan Sessegnon inside the opening minute of the game in this match. And Andres Pereira was with the assist. Brilliant time. One was Cunha fired that free kick over the bar there. And Wolves, not a very good start for them going behind inside a minute. And then also the get a corner. Rodrigo Muniz has deflected header away from that free kick. But Wolves have had this very, very poor start here with Molineux. And it's not what our good friend Kieran Riley would want to hear if he's listening to this right now. Cunha will take this corner then from this left-hand side. Goes a penalty. Burn Leno punches it away to the edge of the box. Now Gomez back in. Dirty with a strike and puts it wide in the end. Just Matt Dirty, the defender. They didn't want him get onto the end of that ball there, Matt Dirty. They would want to just strike again at the end of that. After that ball coming to the penalty off of the chest of Anderson from the initial shot from the edge of the penalty area by João Gomez. But Wolves, a shaky start for them at the back, and Fulham took advantage of that. Rodrigo Muniz is really making his presence felt for Fulham tonight so far. Here's the up there for Fulham to Anderson. And Anderson will look to go back to Jose Sarr. And now it's out wide here now with Diop. Down the line it goes. Good bit of work here from Diop, and Traore is there. Good bit of work this in the end as Fulham trying to play out from the back, but they've lost it this time. And he's now with Molineux. Molineux delivers a good cross towards the back post. And it down was in there. Breaks to the edge of the penalty area. Good bit of play there from João Gomez. Almost played a 1-2 there with Nelson Semedo. Dirty picks up possession for Wolves though this time. Into Andre, now on to Bellegarde. Bellegarde chips the ball forward. And the header back there brilliantly by Cuenca into the arms there of Bernd Leno. And Fulham, really good start by them against Wolves so far. And it's not what they would have wanted. Wolves here. It remains Wolves 0, Fulham 1. If you're just joining us, you missed an early goal in this game. And Wolves have fell behind early on. Fantastic goal by Ryan Sessegnon, set up by Andres Pereira. And here's Timothy Castagna. A good defending there by Molineux, getting back for Wolves. But his defenders under pressure, and Totti there does really well to get away from that pressure. And there's a crossfield pass towards Semedo. Just how they used to get away with that crossfield pass there as well, did Molineux. And it's back now with Bernd Leno as Fulham will look to try and cause Wolves a few problems here tonight. You already have by scoring an early goal, and here comes Traore. He keeps the ball in play, in away there by Totti, and out of play for a throw to Fulham. And Traore there, big play for Fulham. We just see if Willian comes on and gets amongst the score sheet back at Fulham now. Been in Fulham before is Willian. He's amongst those substitutes. And Castagna back to Diop. And Diop will take control. Knock it back to Bernd Leno. He puts his foot on the ball and rolls his foot across it. It's his left foot. There he does that with. And now it's Sander Berg back to Anderson and back to Leno. Now on his right foot. And he'll roll his right foot across the ball and move it towards this other side before clearing long down through towards our left hand side, looking for Muniz flicks the header on. Pereira is not that quick to get an end of that flick on by Muniz, and it comes through to the Wolves goalkeeper Jose Sarr, who can try and get Wolves on the front foot with Santiago Bueno making his way out of defence. Into Bellegarde, just picks up inside his own half. He has to drop deep to get into the ball there. And Molineux takes his eye off the ball there and gives possession back to Fulham, which is not what Wolves be wanting. Cheap possession given away there by Wolves again, and Fulham really taking advantage when they gain those possessions. As Sessegnon drops it back there to Cuenca, who plays it downfield, headed away there brilliantly. Here is Andre now on possession. He's doing well there to find Semedo. And Andre can't keep the ball for Wolves. He goes down as Andre. but Fulham have worked it well to get away from them, and they can come forward here with Berg find his man behind. Semedo now comes off for Wolves in towards the penalty area behind for a goal kick here. But this is good play again by Wolves this time. But just good piece of defensive and recovery work from Fulham to prevent the goal happening. And we've just seen the goal again here. Brilliant ball through. It's onside, Ryan Sessegnon. Played up by McDoherty. And he ran through brilliantly and touched away really, really well there, Ryan Sessegnon. Fantastic goal in the end. And Fulham will lead inside a minute, and is what they would have wanted in this game to settle any early nerves they had coming into it after defeating London rivals Crystal Palace on the weekend. The offside flag is up there against Marshall Montes, should I say, who's leading the line in a 3-5-2 formation for Wolves today. But the five in midfield have not really gained much joy against the Fulham players. And Fulham are winning those battles in and around theirs. Here comes Fulham in possession with Sanderberg into the centre circle, and there is the brilliant ball from Sasa Lukic, and he finds Timothy Castagne, but he can't keep the ball in play, and he goes out for a Wolves throw, which Ryan Nuri takes into Bellegarde, who turns away from his man. Castagne bangs back at him and puts it out of play through throwing here to Wolves. I can tell you there's been a goal down on the south coast. Brighton 1, Bournemouth 0. João Pedro with the penalty on 12 minutes this evening as well, and that was in the one of the other games taking place tonight. That's the only other goal that's gone in the Premier League, as well as the goal here. Here comes Wolves with possession, and they will try and come forward. Andre now has possession. Good crossfield pass from Andre out wide to Nuri. He did well here to keep the ball in play there, did Ryan Nuri. So I initially thought Andre put too much on that ball, spread out to this near side. Here's Totti, does well up against Emma Traore. He skips away from him brilliantly and keeps on the possession. It's no going Traore. So back at him. Cunha does well to hold up the play. And the referee is giving a free kick here. Cunha not happy. The free kick took a bit longer to arrive here for Fulham. But you've got to say that Wolves are not having the best of spells thus far in this game. It is Wolves 0, Fulham 1, and Fulham are looking the more dominant side in my opinion thus far. As this free kick comes in and it's headed away, Pereira's there, shot comes in from Andre just wide. In the end, Andre, brilliant effort from the Wolves man, but just couldn't keep in the right side of the post there in the end. Brilliant ball in, headed away. And Rodrigo Muniz back there helping out the defence. He beat Pereira to the ball, did Andre, but just couldn't keep his efforts on target, and he killed just wide in the end there. Wolves 0, Fulham 1. We've already had VAR involvement in the game when the Cheddar Fulham goal, as Andres Pereira picks up possession and wins a free kick. Fouled by Santiago Bueno. Andres Pereira down on the ground as Andres on back of his shirt rather than Pereira, but he wins a free kick. They're the Fulham man, and Wolves are not having all their own way so far. Fulham are causing them a lot of problems and closing down the space when they've got possession of the ball. And Fulham are in a perfect away performance, got an early goal, but they're all trying to press for more, and they're not just on their laurels and just trying to hold on to this lead. The longer it goes, only 1-0. We know that Wolves can come back. They have come back from those positions before, but can they repeat that feat today, I wonder? As Wolves lead here, trail here by a goal to no, should I say, They look to try and come back into this game as here's Dirty. The ball holding on to it here is Dirty. And back it goes here now. And Fulham have only had one attempt in the game and it was on target. Wolves have had 4 and none have been on target thus far in the game. Cunha turns away brilliantly and can charge down the line here well in towards Bellegarde. And Wolves just can't keep possession. Cunha wins the ball back brilliantly. Trades up Andre via Yao Gomez. Now Nouri. Down there for Bellegarde. Can he get a crossing towards the penalty area? He can. Head scoping away. Goes about cross. And a shot over the top there by Yao Gomez. He really should have hit it hard and low back across goal. No idea why he was trying to cross that, I think, there, or even shoot from that angle. It was harder to score from there than it was to just hit it back across goal. If he puts it back across there, as he collects it there, there's Fulham players in there that could have easily got a touch and into the back of the net. Well, that was a bit poor there in the end, I've got to say, from Yao Gomez of Wolves. Very over the top. Rodrigo Muniz, who's in behind. But Dirty's bad there. Defends well. Advantage is played as Dirty was fouled. And Jose Sauer's got possession of the ball. It remains Wolves 0, Fulham 1. If you're joining us this evening, late in the Premier League, be interested to see whether Fulham can climb up the table or whether Wolves can continue their mini revival on the match thus far. Because they know that if they slip up tonight, Wolves and the bottom 3, especially Leicester and Ipswich, win their next games, that 5-point gap will be down to 2 and they could be right back in a relegation battle. But we'll have to. There's a long way to go in this game yet and a long way to go in the season. And many people are saying right now that the bottom 3 in the Premier League, which are Ipswich, Leicester and Southampton, will be the bottom 3 come the end of this season. There's only one of those bottom 3 sides in action tonight. Southampton go to Stamford Bridge against Chelsea, and there's talks that if Chelsea lose their next 2 matches, which is that against Southampton, and I think the other one's against Aston Villa, will break up first. Wolves put the ball in towards the penalty. Now Gomez, it's 1-1. Wolves have equalised. Yao Gomez finishes up nicely. No to Bellegarde with the cross in. And Yao Gomez lashes it into the back of the net. And that's just what Wolves needed. Still, this talk of relegation. Need to get back into this game quick and to try and turn this game around. They've got that goal back. It's Wolves 1, Fulham 1, and Fulham will have to say that is poor defending from their part. He's picked up brilliantly there and the ball by Totti. Lays it off into Bellegarde. Played it into Nouri. Brilliant return pass. And Bellegarde with the wonderful cross in. Semedo couldn't get a clean connection onto it. Really didn't matter. His connection landed at the feet of Yao Gomez, who could get a clean connection onto it on the off volley, or maybe on the volley actually. And that was a sumptuous finish from Yao Gomez. And Wolves have paid back Fulham just 13 minutes after they opened the scoring in this game. It's Wolves 1, Fulham 1, and Wolves not done there yet. Cunha with the ball in towards the penalty area is blocked off. And there is Rodrigo Muniz. Back to what I was saying about Enzo Maresca of Chelsea. If Chelsea lose the game tonight against Southampton and lose to Aston Villa in their next game, which I think it is their next game, Aston Villa, then Enzo Maresca, there's talks that Enzo Maresca could be getting the boot here at Stamford Bridge, but we'll have to wait to see if that is the case. But brilliant response from Wolves. So to go into the game a little bit there. And they have got back on level terms. Semedo with the assist. Gomez with the goal. and Wolves back on level terms now. And this is game on again now. Here's Diop. 20 minutes gone, it's 1-1 if you're just joining us. And what a start to the game we had with Andres Pereira assisting my session inside a minute. And then just 30 minutes later, Semedo assists Gomez after a cross from Bellegarde to draw the host level. Diop clears the ball downfield and out of play. It goes here for a throw into Wolverhampton Wanderers. And Marco Silva would have been ecstatic with the way they started in this game, but no, with how they've defended since then, and Wolves are really seem to be getting a foothold in this game now and trying to take the initiative and trying to get that 8-point gap at the bottom of the table to the bottom three, a way to try and pull as many points in front of that, which is impossible for the three teams in the bottom three. Leicester, Ipswich and Southampton can get away from it. Here is Fulham trying to close down Jose Sarr, but it's found dirty in possession. He's made us with a run over the top. He's played into Cunha halfway, chested down inside the centre circle to himself. He's up for Dirty, who switches the player looking towards the Newey. Castanier's read that well and heading in towards number Traore inside his own half, and he spins away from one, and he's fouled by Bellegarde. He's not happy there. He's Jean-Recher Bellegarde, and there's definitely a foul on Adama Traore as we see this again. Comes across him, no attempt to get the ball, and just gets the ball just after he's fouled the man, and that's why the free kick was given in the end there for Fulham, and we're now back in possession with Anderson. Lukic drops it out wide to Castagna. Castagna back into Lukic. That's the Lukic drops it further back there to Anderson, and Anderson can charge forward. Out wide to Quenga. He can get this ball down the line to Pereira. Bird. Nice possession for Fulham. Here is the brilliant Lukic out wide to Castagna. Back he goes to Diop. And back he goes again to Anderson. Wolves trying to keep Fulham at arm's length, and so they can try and get the noses in front of this. Adama Traore. Brilliant run away by him into Pereira. And now wide to the goal scorer Sessegnon. Back in towards Pereira. So still look to combine again. And Semedo back there, helping out Dirty with the defensive work that needed to happen. Here is Rodrigo Muniz in towards the penalty area. He's headed away there well as Diop wins the ball back, and Cunha wants a free kick. The referee says no, as the ball is over the top for Traore. Jesse down center penalty. Traore shoots, saved by the goalkeeper, behind for a corner, and Wolves are wanting a free kick for a foul on Mateus Cunha in the build-up to that free kick. In the build-up to that corner there, Diop's got him all over and pulling him back. He's got hold of him as well. So we're going to say 6-1 offenders on the other. And as this ball comes in, he's onside well here, and he takes a strike early. Actually bringing it down from the skies here in West Midlands. And Wolves 1, Fulham 1. And can Fulham retain the lead here from this corner? Be interested to see if they can here. What can Fulham do as the corner comes into his penalty edge away, only as far as Sasa Lukic, who can go back. Can he towards the goal scorer Sessegnon? Yes. And he goes further infield and runs towards the penalty area. I'll add to Lukic again. Lukic into Berg. Sanderberg out wide to Sessegnon. Back to Sanderberg again. Lukic once more for Fulham. He will look to run up a shot, will he? No, he goes to Diop instead. Diop can hit them. But instead he goes out wide to Traore. On this near side the right. Skips away from Molineux up against Montese, and he doesn't give away a free kick there, the new Wolves man, who first time I've seen him in action for Wolves when covering a game for the Molineux outfit, and he's himself about a bit thus far, like helping our defence, pressurising the opposition's defence and causing a nuisance of himself, making himself a nuisance. As he is Sanderberg. What can Sanderberg do into Lukic? Lukic can't find a way to stand him, but he's still got possession of Sasa Lukic. He finds Brennan, now Anderson, and now Diop. Diop will look to go back to Anderson. Towards halfway. 25 minutes gone. It's still 1-1 between Wolves and Fulham. Here is Traore. Brilliant running. Latimer Traore as he cuts in field with a bit of play. Here is Pereira around the corner for Sessegnon. Can he send the ball back in? Muniz with the shot blocked. Behind for a corner, and that's good work again from Fulham. Working the spaces, working into really good spaces here. Traore does well. Skip to him. Pereira out wide for Sessegnon, and Rodrigo Muniz pulled off his man, and there was a gap there and he almost found it. A good defensive work from Santiago Bueno, who read the danger well there. And now it easily looks like the one that's organising this Wolves defence, even though he's not the captain. Which is good to see many leaders out there for Wolves tonight. Corner comes in from Fulham and it's flicked away. There's a penalty. Look, it strikes. Well, foul has gone. Free kick to Wolves. And Fulham again causing a few problems, and this is the goal again for Wolves. Brilliant cross from Bellegarde, Semedo, and then a fantastic volley in the back post from Yao Gomez, and you've got to say it was a really good strike in the end. The Wolves back on level terms, and deservedly so. I must add, since they've responded since going behind, and now it's Traore's. Can Fulham respond since Wolves told the league they've not really created much other than the shot a few minutes ago? No real opening since the goal apart from that one last few minutes. But Fulham are probing now. Wolves are getting back in shape now. We weren't doing this early on in the game. They all seem to get into shape a bit and trying to make Fulham work for openings rather than just opening up for Fulham to work through. It's Sasa Lukic fouled to Rodrigo Muniz. Now Timothy Castaños Muniz is fouled, and there's a free kick here, and the yellow card has just come out here now. And this is for Santiago Bueno's picked up the yellow card, fouling Rodrigo Muniz. And he just helps him up to his feet then. That's the second time he's got him tonight. And I can understand why the referee has booked Santiago Bueno there. Very late challenge. And in my opinion, it's a correct call for just only a yellow card there. Some people would probably say a red card may be needed, but for me, only a yellow. There is other games going on tonight in the Football League. We'll bring you those scores as well when we get a stoppage in play to keep you up to date with all the other matches taking place tonight. Can we see a good game here? We've already seen parts of a good game. Will there be remain like this tonight in this match, or whether we're wanting just run away with it, or will it be a ball fest towards the end? As here comes Fulham. We're standing back to Traore with the cross in, edged open away by Rodrigo Muniz. Then can keep the ball in play? He can't. He goes behind for goal kick to Wolves. Muniz and Castaño wanting a corner there, but for me, definitely come off Rodrigo Muniz last. So it should and will be, thankfully, a goal kick here to Wolverhampton Wanderers. No real controversies early on in this game thus far. Wolves 1, Fulham 1 is the scoreline. Approaching 30 minutes on the clock. Long ball forward. Here's Diop to end the ball away. Nuri brings it down under his spell. Good play from Nuri. Doherty now has possession. Good play from Matt Doherty. And now he's back. There is Santiago Bueno in the cross now towards Totti Gomez, who almost took his eye off the ball there. Just managed to recover in time. And his ball down the line though, his paw and cut out, and Wolves 1, Fulham 1 is the scoreline. And I must say it's been a good game thus far. No real teams causing problems since the goals. Both teams cancelling each other out at the moment now, since the Wolves equaliser, in my opinion. Some people may disagree. With Adama Traore, good ball inside there to Sasa Lukic, and he's Andre happy is. Wolves have won a free kick, I believe. Matheus Cunha and Adama Traore having a word together then. Cunha just moves him away from the situation. And let's just have a look at this again. It was a pull back there, free kick on Andre. It wasn't tapping. Andre went in and just tried taking it out on Traore, and Traore didn't like it. There, and both players just probably got a talking to from the referee, Andre and Traore. But Andre really needs to be careful there. The free kick had already been given. There was no need for him to go running into Traore there, in my opinion. But Wolves have looked good since finding that equaliser. In fact, they looked good since they conceded the goal, and maybe it was the wake-up call they needed. Cunha lives it short. You guys see bad there from Santiago Bueno on the cross. Now comes in. Bellegarde can't go on the end of it. Totti can't either. Now Gomez back in towards the penalty area. Cleared away to the edge of the box. Andre out wide to the near side, to the far side of the right as the cross comes in towards the back post. Headers up from Molineux in. He goes out of play. We'll throw to Fulham, which will be taken by Timothy Castagna. I can tell you there's been another goal in the Premier League. Sarr for Crystal Palace has opened the scoring against Aston Villa. 1-0 to the Eagles at Selhurst Park. If you're just tuning in to us here tonight. So all the upper 7 games have got goals in them. And we can keep it coming. And it's Wolves 1, Fulham 1 right now. As here comes Andres Pereira. Good ball over the top here for Traore to chase, but Totti Gomez bad there defending well, and does really well to find Molineux inside to Bellegarde, and of course now to Dirty, and he can charge up towards halfway. Finds Semedo out wide. Totti Gomez down the right hand side looking for the win of Semedo, but good defensive play by Quena, and Lukic bad there defending, and Sessegnon too. But they've given the ball back to Wolves. As I was saying, it was good defending. So a case of commentators' curse there. You can tell the goal was being checked by VAR in the Palace game, but the goal was given. Villa trail Palace by a goal to 0. And here is Rodrigo Muniz, and he looks to charge for it, but Molineux back there, brilliantly defending well, and finds Semedo, and Semedo does well. Is he fouled there by Pereira? He is. Just a little late challenge on him, and a free kick will be given. All the other games will be getting underway right now. In the last game will be getting underway very, very shortly, in about 10 minutes' time, in the Premier League between Chelsea and Southampton. But elsewhere, goes in the other matches as well. So far in the games we're bringing the commentary of and the updates of in the Premier League. We've had goals so far. Cunha goes down, free kick given, fouled by Issa Diop. And Cunha wants a yellow card for Issa Diop there, saying his third challenge on him. That's a definite free kick. I'm not sure about the booking though, because I can't remember the other two he was mentioning. There's one Diop as did earlier on, and I've just seen there nothing really on that challenge on Bellegarde a few moments ago from Mr. Diop. So in my opinion, no yellow card should have been given them. Montesi is in around the penalty area, just strolling in there, and just after having words with Matheus Cunha. And towards the final 10 minutes of this game, Molineux sending over this free kick as well. If we couldn't take it well, straight down the throat, slow of Ben Leno in the Fulham goal, and his Wolves 1, Fulham 1 in the Premier League. And here Fulham will look to come forward with Diop. Back it goes to Ben Leno, and you've got to say that Fulham have really just been able to settle on in possession and grow as a team and play really well in the recent weeks. Andre finds Cunha. How wide it goes to Semedo's shot is eye wide and not so handsome. In fact, it was Bellegarde rather sure that was eye wide and not so handsome in the end. Jean-Richard Bellegarde with the effort. And that was poor in the end. You've got to say, a brilliant bit of play from Andre initially into Cunha, sets it up for Bellegarde. I think his angle's all right there, and that's why he went wayward into the crowd, and he was always rising. I think he almost went to the back row of the stands there as Rodrigo Muniz is penalised for a foul on Santiago Bueno. Muniz not happy with that decision. And a free kick has been given to Wolves. He felt it should have been the opposite way around, and to be honest, I didn't think he was a free kick for the Wolves. That's it. Back he goes then from Totti to Sarr. Sarr gets the ball for Bellegarde and turns away well. Richard Bellegarde out wide. Here is Nuri. Back into Bellegarde again. Nuri once more. Back in now to Totti. Good bit of play this from Wolves. Andre into Nuri. Cunha. There's Cunha. Andre turns well. Spreads the ball out wide. Brilliant bring down on the chest by Dirty, but the ball's been given away, but Fulham have given it away again. And here's Semedo in field for Bellegarde. And now João Gomez in towards Nuri. And Nuri out wide to Mateus Cunha. This is good play, this from Wolves. Going into the penalty. Shoots, just tipped over, is that? Peter Banks says yes. Corner kick to Wolves. And this is good play for Wolves. They started to get into the game now and caused a few problems, and that show was just tipped over the bar there in the end. And you've got to say this has been a really good game, good end-to-end game this in the Premier League, to be honest. Wolves 1, Fulham 1 is the scoreline if you're just joining us, and you've got to say this has been a really good game. Corner comes in towards the penalty area, heads up and away. It breaks out here to this near side, and here's João Gomez. Gomez drops it back to the path of Semedo, the skipper. Long cross-field pass, and he picks out Nuri brilliantly there. Nuri, back he goes as the cross comes in towards the penalty area. Touching around the back. And testing around the back as well. It's not gone out. Wolves want a free kick. Fulham want a free kick there, but there will be a corner kick to Wolves instead though. In fact, no, he's given a free kick here to Fulham in the end, much to this displeasure of the Wolves man there. Unfortunately, won his side of the corner brilliantly, a brilliant play, but not according to referee Peter Banks. And I don't know why he's taking it from there, because the challenge wasn't there. It was right back on where the corner flag is, where the challenge was. And Castagno is receiving a bit of treatment here. So the play will be stopped here at the moment in time. And if anyone's listening out there, let us know your thoughts on this game thus far, and whether you think this has been a good game and what you make to the game as well. Do you think it's been a good end-to-end game like I do? Or would you say not either, as we see more live action later this week on the channel? Tomorrow, in fact, we've got a big game at the top end of the Premier League. Nottingham Forest taking on Arsenal. And on Thursday we have West Ham against Leicester. Leno, long ball downfield. Licked on and away there brilliantly. Andre across there well into Semedo. Semedo with the crossing, heads up and away. And this Santiago Bueno back. No, Bueno Winner back to Leno. Winner back to Leno. And Leno just keeps the ball at his feet for a couple of moments and then sends this ball forward. Because Rodrigo Muniz who wins his header. Andres Pereira's there. Brilliant bit of work. Finds Sessegnon. Back to Pereira. There with the crossing. Almost clear towards Traore. He manages to get there first though and keep Wolves on the front foot. Here's Castagna. Good cross towards the back post. Sessegnon is in there. Header towards goal. Tame header. And a comfortable catch for Jose Sarr. And he can try and come away and take a bit of pressure off his defence. It goes down to Andre, who turns and he's got a lot of space to work in here, Andre. Nobody really closing him down from a Fulham perspective. And Wolves 1, Fulham 1, if you're just joining us here on the channel tonight. In Nuri, back it goes to Totti Gomez. Gomez just keeps hold of possession. This is good play, out wide. And Fulham on the front foot after winning the ball back. Lukic goes down the edge of the penalty area. No free kick given. And Wolves coming away. Can they break on Fulham here? How about to Matheus Cunha? Cunha back forward. Can't get the return pass in the end. And Pereira does well. He's trying to get the return pass from João Gomez, who was cut off in the end. Here's Joachim Andersen. Andersen can get this ball forward for Fulham. Brilliant chest down by Rodrigo Muniz. Brilliant turn away. Muniz is there and still manages to get the ball through. And Jose Sarr comes rushing out of his goal to clear the ball away. And he breaks here for Sessegnon. Lukic, back to Sessegnon again. On halfway. Back he goes to Joachim Andersen. Through the centre circle to Pereira. Pereira with the chip ball forward. Traore can't get there. As Wolves will try to come away. Pereira nips in. We're giving the back to Nuri. Nuri turns. Got pressure on him. From Pereira. Good work this from Pereira. Forcing Fulham to keep Wolves penned in. And Wolves just give the ball in play. I don't know how, but they did. And now it's with Sander Berg. Good play this from Berg across and forward. Just cleared away. On halfway. How wide goes now? Cleared long downfield. Russ Menon getting through the action. As Joachim Andersen sends it forward. Closing stage of the first half. Wolves 1, Fulham 1. Wolves went behind inside a minute through Ryan Sessegnon before equalising just 17 minutes later through João Gomez. Been a good game since the goals have gone in and he's just cleared away in the end here and Wolves just knocking the ball around well as Fulham will try and come forward now with Sander Berg. Brilliant run from him. And he finds Traore. Brilliant taking his stride. Traore outside of his blue pass to Castagna. Didn't even look there either. With Traore. And that's the quality play that Fulham have got. They can just pick a path without even looking where the opposition player is going to be. Just knows where he's going to be. And that's where you get the chemistry from when you play with the same team and similar sort of players at the same time. And Wolves have got a free kick here, foul on Matheus Cunha. We'll come up to the final minute of this first half. Wolves 1, Fulham 1. And if you're all tuning in for the very first time this evening to the channel, thank you for getting in touch. We really do appreciate it. Luke says, Nuno boys are taking over. And Villa had a goal disallowed in their game against Crystal Palace. Morgan Rogers was offside as he pulled the ball in the back of the net down at Selhurst Park. Back here in Molineux, Wolves trying to come forward to end the first half as a flourish, and they've won a throw-in after Montesi almost caused problems there for Diop in the back. Good recovery work from the former West Ham man. A lot of action is happening in the middle of the park in Molineux tonight. Neither end having that much action, although the Fulham end is having a lot more action in the last 10 minutes or so than the Wolves end. We'll see how many minutes, very, very short will be to be added on at the end of this first half. Will we see a goal or will we see the games coming up here. They're coming now as they're working towards the penalty area. Can they get a striker goal? Molinuex crossing towards the penalty area. Let's fill into the box. Andre's in there. He breaks towards the penalty area and he breaks for Leno. We're to stoppage time at the end of the first half. We've got 2 minutes of stoppage time. And Traore is charging over the halfway on the far left hand side. He's still going Traore. Brilliant pass towards Andres Pereira. Forced a bit wide. Pereira with the ball in. I think it was a cross come shot come cross there from Andres Pereira. It just goes over as we're into first half stoppage time. 30 seconds of 2 added minutes at the end of this first half. And that was a cross. A shot come cross in the end for Andres Pereira. And Wolves have been let off there as Fulham almost went into the lead on the stroke of half time. It is Brighton 1, Bournemouth 0, and Crystal Palace 1, Aston Villa 0 in the other games taking place tonight. And I can tell you it's 0-0 between Chelsea and Southampton. Enzo Maresca needs to really win that game otherwise. And the next game against Aston Villa, I think it is, for Chelsea. And otherwise, they will be low. He could end up being out of a job at Stamford Bridge, which is not what he would have wanted. Which is lasted longer than most managers have in recent times at Chelsea. As Wolves win a free kick. And then the yellow card comes out there, not for Sasa Lukic in the end as we into the final 30 seconds of the game. And he takes out Andre there very late, did Lukic, and then glad to see the referee booking him there because it was a late challenge. Misses the next 2 Premier League matches for picking up his 10th booking of the season, Sasa Lukic. To be available for the Premier League, the FA Cup game at the weekend against Manchester United. A game which you can hear on the commentary with myself and Paul James as the half-time whistle goes at Molineux. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Fulham 1 at the halfway stage. It was a fast start to the game from Fulham after they took the lead on a minute through Ryan Sessegnon. Andres Pereira with the assist, with João Gomez equalised just 17 minutes later, assisted by Nelson Semedo for 1-1 at half time. Elsewhere in the half 7 kickoffs, there's no other half time scores coming in as of yet, but I can tell you that in the other scores going towards half time, it is Brighton 1, Bournemouth 0, Crystal Palace 1, Aston Villa 0, and it's 0-0 after 3 minutes between Chelsea and Southampton. In the Championship, Cardiff 0, Hull City 0, Stoke 0, Middlesbrough 1. In League 1, Birmingham 0, Leyton Orient 0, Northampton 0, Barnsley 0, Wigan 1, Huddersfield Town 0. League 2, Bromley 0, Bradford 0, Cheltenham Town 0, Walsall 1, Gillingham 0, Fleetwood 0, Tranmere 0, Accrington 0. And in the Scottish Premiership, Celtic 0, Aberdeen 0 is the scores elsewhere tonight thus far. Half time also now at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace lead Aston Villa by a goal to 0. Going towards half time on the south coast between Brighton and Bournemouth, where Brighton lead Bournemouth by a goal to 0. We're going to take a quick break right now. When we return from the start in 50 minutes time, we'll bring you the second half coverage of Wolverhampton Wanderers against Fulham with the scoreline Wolves 1, Fulham 1. Welcome back to the second half coverage of the Premier League encounter between Wolverhampton Wanderers and Fulham as we get ready for the start of the second half this evening. We can keep you bang up to date with the match that is taking place now between Wolves and Fulham. We'll get ready for the second half. Today it's half time in the Brighton game as well. That is 1-0 to the Seagulls, and they are taking on Bournemouth, their South Coast rivals, and it's still 0-0 between Chelsea and Southampton as we're into still in the first half in that one as we're back underway in this game between Wolves and Fulham. Wolves attacking the goal away to my right hand side in the second half. No changes to either side at the start of this second half as Andre drops it back there to Turty and back into Andre again, and of course they're now to the full-back in Bellegarde who sets back Turty, gets it back from Bellegarde, and there he is again, Jean-Richard Bellegarde, who's looks like he's played in the back at the start of the second half, running through the sides now in fact for you. Starring goal for Wolves, Dirty Bueno and Totti Gomez across the back. It's made up Andre Bellegarde in midfield with Yao Gomez, Marshall Muntense just behind the lone man of Mateus Cunha. As for Fulham, they score in the second half! Score to the second half, they scored to Fulham! Rodrigo Muniz has scored the second goal. He lifts it over the top there of Jose Sarr, and Wolves are a goal behind again. A minute into the first half, 2 minutes into the second, and Fulham have scored at the beginning of both halves and leading with Molineux. Sessignon picks the ball up. Nice Traore, a brilliant pass through, and Rodrigo Muniz chips the goalkeeper so brilliantly, and Fulham have retaken the lead. It's a well-worked goal, and that is just what the doctor ordered from the Fulham doctor and the Fulham coaching staff at the start of this second half. Wolves caught out at the back, brilliant run through from Rodrigo Muniz, little dink, and into the back of the net. Wolves 1, Fulham 2 at the start of the second half. And you can see what that means to Marco Silva. His coaching, his half-time team talk must have worked a treat there, as Rodrigo Muniz has scored at the start of the second half, assisted by Adama Traore, and Wolves trail again at the start of this second half. Now they did in the first, and he's out of play for a throw-in to Wolves. As we run you through the Fulham side, is Leno in goal, Diop, Anderson and Quena across the back, Castagna, Lukic, Bergen, Sessignon in midfield, Traore, Muniz and Pereira in the attack. The referee is Peter Banks, VAR at Stockley Park for this evening's game. I can tell you his name is Paul tonight. And he's back now with Bernd Leno, and he clears the ball away, and he's picked off there by Fulham brilliantly by Pereira, and he wins a free kick to Andres Pereira, and the man who fouled him there, Andre, having a bit of a laugh and shaking his head there with the referee. He didn't think it was a foul. The referee has given it though, and Fulham have won a free kick. Well, good start to the second half by Fulham here. You can see what it meant to them when they took that lead inside in the first half. See what it meant to the second half. Traore plays a wonderful ball through again, almost to Rodrigo Muniz again. Sessignon is there though. Pereira through to Rodrigo Muniz. Good tell by Bueno and Totti across there as well. And a perfect throw into Fulham. Well, this is what Fulham needed at the start of the second half. They needed an early goal and be on the front foot to try and pull this game to bed. Wolves, on the other hand, didn't really need this start to the second half. They want to try and keep it tight to the back and back into the lead, and I must say they really deserve that, to be fair. The way they've come out of the second half, Fulham, and they're on the front foot again. And then Traore picks up possession, he spins away from his man, but then loses it to Yao Gomez, and he plays a wonderful ball through. Mateus Cunha's in. Mateus Cunha flies into the crowd behind that goal, and he's not happy with his effort in the end there. And Wolves fans clapping for the effort. We won't be clapping him with how he went. It was the attempt at goal, how well they responded to going behind early in the first half, but the effort was not what they wanted. And it was IY and not so handsome from Wolves there in their main man, Mateus Cunha, who is proving to be Wolves' main man tonight. And not just tonight, but this season. Everything that Wolves do normally comes through him. He was involved in the opening goal as well, whereas he was the one who played to Jean-Richard Bellegarde, who then played the ball into the penalty area for Semedo to knock it down, and then Yao Gomez to score the equalising goal. And Wolves have really need to get him on the ball, and if we can get him on the ball more often, Mateus Cunha, then that could lead to a few problems for Fulham this evening as we get ready to see what is going to be happening in this second half. We've already played almost 6 minutes of it, and it'll be a fast-paced stop, end-to-end stuff. So let's hope it stays like this. And I'm not sure when the last time I did a 0-0 draw here on the commentary, but I know I've not had one for quite a while. I hope I've not brought that into existence there, because I'm doing West Ham against Leicester on Thursday night for you. So hopefully that will be having a few goals as well, and interested to see what happens here tonight. As here's Andre. Lovely turn away from Andre well there, and he gets the ball forward. Here is McDoherty for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Down the line it goes there to Semedo, but he's lost out to Sessegnon, and here's Traore. Brilliant run from Adama Traore, and Andre back there defending really, really well. And Doherty has possession and does well here, Doherty. Brilliant turn away. Brilliant ball across there, and that's brilliant bit of play. Fantastic work. And now, here comes Wolves. Can they get something here? Cunha breaks 1-2. Montese, and he goes down here on the edge of the penalty area. There's a free kick, and it's Sander Berg who's fouled him. And if it is, it's going to be off here. I'm sure it's just booked Sander Berg there. No, it was Sasa Lukic who got booked in the first half. It looked like he was Lukic involved as well, but he has booked Sander Berg rather than Lukic. That's why I initially thought he could be off, because I thought he was already booked in the first half. But it's Sander Berg who is pulled there, because he did point, like he pointed, showed the yellow card and pointed in the way of Sasa Lukic. There did Peter Banks, where he's giving it to Sander Berg, so no red card just yet in this game. He pointed to Sasa Lukic as he showed the yellow card. Sander Berg there, Peter Banks, which is why it got me a bit confused there when I said it could potentially be off. Bellegarde lined up this free kick. He's looking to try and bend one into the top corner, lift it over the wall and bend it into the top corner to try and cause them and Leno a few problems here from this sort of angle. Can he do this there? Jean-Richard Bellegarde. The whistle from Peter Banks goes. Bellegarde runs up. It's straight into the wall, back into Bellegarde again. Straight into the arms of Bernd Leno. For the second time of asking after the wall did his job, but Bellegarde very, very poor with that set piece there, and Fulham with Sasa Lukic just has the ball and brings it forward, drops it back there to Joachim Andersen. How wide it goes, well, he drops it back there, and this is good play this in the end, and Leno with the long ball downfield. Brilliant chest by Rodrigo Muniz, but he's lost out in the end. Like he was fouled there, as Chelsea have taken the lead against Southampton. Christopher Nkunku on 24 minutes. The difference there down at Stamford Bridge. That was a 8:15 kick-off if you just join us here on the commentary hub for our match, Wolves against Fulham. Wolves 1, Fulham 2. And here comes Totti Gomez. Totti with the cross towards the back post. And he breaks for Sessegnon. Sessegnon clears the ball away, brings it down well under the path there of Adama Traore. Back to Sessegnon again. He clears the ball away. And this is Andre. Good bit of work here. Semedo down the line it goes. Brilliantly well worked. Here, João Gomez. Wonderful bit of play, Gomez. That off of Anderson for Wolves to win a throw-in. Good start to this second half in the Premier League encounter of Molineux. Keep your bang up to date with this here, and we can tell you there's been another goal in one of the other matches in the Premier League tonight, this afternoon, this evening, or this morning, depending where you are across the world. And I can tell you the goal that's coming at Selhurst Park is Crystal Palace 1, Aston Villa 1. Morgan Rogers, when the goal disallowed in the first half, has equalised for Aston Villa with Crystal Palace. It's Crystal Palace 1, Aston Villa 1 in the game there. But here in Molineux, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Fulham 2 is the scoreline. If you're just joining us, Wolves almost get an equaliser there as Cunha gets an end of the crossing from the right hand side, where Tim Effort in the end finds its way into the arms of Bernd Leno. Now it's with Issa Diop, back to Leno again. The cross now to Anderson, and Anderson plays it forward. Traore is there, and he's almost lost out there. Adama Traore nudged over there, and it's a free kick foul by Mateus Cunha, just pushed him over there. The Brazilian is not happy with that one there, Mateus Cunha. Adama Traore, brilliantly played there by the Fulham man. Fulham going with the free kick quickly. It's Diop, sends it forward. Brilliant bit of play here now, and it remains Wolves 1, Fulham 2 in possession with Andre. Good work out wide there. Here's Ainuri. Ainuri gets this ball forward. What can Ainuri do with possession here? He drops the ball back. Now it's dirty. Good bit of play here. And 52 minutes on the clock down the Selhurst Park when Rogers equalised for Aston Villa. Incidentally, it's 57 minutes gone here though. Wolves 1, Fulham 2 in the Premier League. On the commentary, we'll also have on Focus on Football and Storm FM this evening. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Fulham 2 in the Premier League though. We're covering this evening. And here it goes now for Wolves. Dirty has possession, and he will look to come forward here, my Dirty. Good ball inside into the centre for Andre. Out to that far side now, and Bellegarde. Down the line from him, and he's continued his run. It's Totti Gomez, in fact. Totti Gomez with the cross in, and he's just headed behind of Montes. And he will be a corner. I think a Fulham defender just going ahead of him there, maybe Joachim Anderson and it's a Diop. Good defensive work there. It was Joachim Anderson who would come off it. And then it might have even been Jorg Quenner was in there as well. Wolves fans behind that goal, trying to suck the ball over the line with the noise as that corner came in when they had it clear. Cunha's there, and they get the ball back into the penalty area. Can this time? Totti Gomez challenging for João Gomez is there, and he's gone behind. It will be a free kick for Fulham. There's a man down here for Wolves as well. Castane's down for Fulham. And is it Totti Gomez down for Wolves here? I believe it is. I can confirm that it's Timothy Castagna down there. I can tell him then. Looks like he may be Totti Gomez. He's down. He's not moved since he's gone down though, Totti Gomez. A bit of concern here for the Wolves backroom staff and the medics and Victor Pereira. Wolves 1, Fulham 2 is our scoreline in the game you're watching this evening. Wolves 1, Fulham 2, and we're just looking at the goal the goals for Fulham, or the goals in the game. That's a fantastic goal from Ryan Sessegnon, scored after a minute. And this is the second goal for Fulham. Brilliant goal from Rodrigo Muniz, and fantastic goals. And they're playing really well tonight, Fulham. And it's contrast to what they played of the weekend against Crystal Palace, because in the build-up to this game, I was watching it yesterday afternoon, the Fulham game against Crystal Palace. I watched the Wolves game earlier on in the day yesterday as well in the build-up to this. And his contrast performances tonight. Wolves were a much better side, much better dominant force in the first game, in the last game against Bournemouth, so let's say. And then when you look at Fulham, they were all over the shop against Crystal Palace. But now it's chalk and cheese for those two games from the teams compared to the last time out. And Totti Gomez back on his feet now, makes his way off of the field, and we'll be down to 10 men for a moment while he gets, after he's been having to be treated on the field of play. There's a Fulham man down outside the penalty area. Timothy Castaña's down there as well. Some big Champions League games, Europa League games, Conference League games coming up. Sociedad against Manchester United, Fenerbahce, Rangers, AZ Alkmaar, Spurs, Copenhagen, Chelsea, Bruges, Villa, PSG, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid as well. Some big names and big teams coming up against one another in Europe's top competitions, in the Champions League and Europa League and Conference League. We're trying a game from the Champions League or the Conference League or Europa League next week if we can. Try and bring you one of those games where possible in the game this, as we watch Wolves here against Fulham. It's 2-1 to the visitors. Gomez having to have a bit of ice put on his head following that incident there. Both teams down to 10 men, so I wonder which side will take advantage of their position being down to 10 men. And it could be Fulham here. There's a ball over top looking for Rodrigo Gomez. Rodrigo Muniz was almost in there. And Wolves have considered a throw-in. He went out there and they knew he thought he kept it in. He just gone out before he could get there. And Wolves are all over the shop at the back, even with 10 men. And you can clearly see the ball has gone out. He's off for the play when he's touched that ball there. No idea why he's complaining. Then Castaña was one of them who went down. He's back on with the field of play. As to his Totti Gomez. And there's Totti to clear the ball away. And the forward really there by Joachim Andersen for Fulham as they try and get the ball back. Here's Traore on to Sessegnon. We forced him a little too wide. He's almost put him under pressure. With João Gomez pressurising him there really, really well. As Fulham back in possession with Anderson at the back. Here is Diop, sends it forward looking for Rodrigo Muniz. He can't get on the end of that ball and he will come back towards the Fulham goal as Wolves have got the ball again. Into the centre circle for Andre as Wolves play through the thirds. Out wide to this near side for Semedo. Back in field to João Gomez. Further in field to Andre. Across now to Bellegarde. Controls and plays it to his left for Totti. Back into Bellegarde. Forward it goes, picked up by Sanderberg, but Andre wins it back. Joachim Andersen wins it back. Castaña gets it forward to Pereira. Back to Castaña again. Chibon for Rodrigo Muniz. Leading down well. Dirty across there, defending well. And he wings a free kick for the foul by Rodrigo Muniz. The Fulham defender, midfielders are not happy with that. Sanderberg leading the charge. But the free kick was given in. Wolves are going to be making a change in a moment. And they're doing it right now, in fact. And it looks like his Bellegarde's coming off here. Jean-Richard Bellegarde makes way to Jorg Strand Larsen. to come on in his place. And Strand Lawson has got some big goals in him for Wolves in some recent games. And it'd be interesting to see whether he can add another one of those goals to his game this evening, or whether that will not be the case. Wolves 1, Fulham 2 is the scoreline in the Premier League this evening in our featured match. We'll keep you up to date with that there. I can tell you there's been a goal at Palace through Mateta. 2-1 Palace there will break off as Wolves on the attack. Can Cunha deliver the ball towards the penalty? It goes back to Andre. Good player into Totti. Back to Andre again as Wolves coming forward. But Wolves have been forced backwards here to Doherty. I can tell you, Brighton 1, Bournemouth 1, Clivert. I've been told it was a cracking goal. I have to try and see that if you can, wherever you get your highlights from. And Chelsea 2, Southampton 0. Pedro Neto with the goal at Stamford Bridge there in the Premier League. So even alleviated a bit of pressure on Enzo Maresca there. Wolves 1, Fulham 2 is the scoreline here as we watch Andre inside the centre circle try and come away with possession. He's won a free kick there. Traore just knocks it just to Dirty to take the free kick in the house. And it was Sasa Lukic who was the man who gave away that free kick. And he's got to be careful. On the booking is Lukic. He's missing the next 2 Premier League games. But here's a new with the crossing. Too much on that and out of play for a goal kick. And Fulham are going to be really happy with those kind of balls into the penalty area. There's not going to be really many trouble in there as Fulham will look to make. We're going to be making a double substitution here with Alex Iwobi and Willian about to enter the fray. The former Chelsea man Willian and former Arsenal man Alex Iwobi. And I can tell you coming off is Adama Traore to be replaced by Willian. That's the first of the 2 changes for Fulham this evening. And I can tell you the other one coming off, it looks as though maybe Sasa Lukic. Maybe we'll get confirmation on that in a moment for Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi getting some final piece of instructions here from Marco Silva. And the substitute has just come off there. We'll get confirmation of those subs in just a moment for you. I can tell you, Adama Traore off, Willian on is the first one. Just trying to see what the second one is. And yes, it is Sasa Lukic as I thought. He's just been recently replaced by Alex Iwobi. So something a bit different for Wolves to consider here. Wolves 1, Fulham 2, and confirmation of the Mateta goal at Royal. If you want to score my monitor now. Confirmation of the Clivert equaliser for Bournemouth. They get down on the South Coast and the South Coast derby against Brighton. And there is a confirmation that Neto doubled the lead for Chelsea against Southampton on my monitor as well. So just getting those confirmations through to us to me as well. What else I've got here? Here is Semedo. Good ball infield to Enuri. Enuri across there into the path there of Bueno. So Santiago Bueno does well. Andre does really, really well to keep all of possession. And now here is Semedo, drops it back to Dirty. Andre does well, brilliant bit of play here. Dirty again. He gets this ball forward. Down line into Semedo. Brilliant ball in field. Mateus Cunha lines up the strike, takes a deflection, and he bounces behind. It will be a corner to Wolves. Or is it? Let's have a look. I think he's going to go kick here, you know. It looked like he took a deflection en route. There's a game of goal kick. It looked like he took a deflection off a Fulham player there. No, according to the referees, here's Willian. Ball over the top for Rodrigo Muniz to chase. Dirty reads that situation well and back to his goalkeeper. So, and he clears it away. And here's Andre inside his own penalty, edge of his own box now. Across there to the far side. And Bueno back to Andre again. Good play this from Wolves to play forward. And here's Strand Larson up against Joachim Anderson. A bit different type of profile of striker. And since then he's got hold of him, Anderson. And Wolves have won a throw in there. Brilliant play from Jorg Strand Larson there. And he's done absolutely fantastic to keep hold of possession there. Here is a good bit of work here into the path of Dirty. Down the line, Semedo. Good work here from Semedo. Back goes to Dirty. Yao Gomez, who was involved as well. Here is Andre now. And Dirty has it once more for Wolves. Round the corner, brilliant. This is good play. And Semedo's trying to get it on the end of this. Is coming across there fantastically well. Read that well was Quenner. And he tied us up brilliantly there as Wolves 1, Fulham 2. As Semedo watching on here. We're getting ready to give you a play of the match show, because not just show, we'll be thinking about that show, bringing you in about 20 minutes or so time. Wolves going to focus. Fulham are making a double change, which sees the score of the first goal, Ryan Sessegnon make way, and the score of the second goal, Rodrigo Muniz make way as well. Anthony Robinson is one of the players coming on, and the other man coming on, I can tell you, is, let's see if we can see the other man coming on. There's Ryan Sessegnon making way, and his makes way is Raul Jimenez, former Wolves man, and Anthony Robinson, who comes on now for Fulham. Both Muniz and Sessegnon, the goal scorers, have gone off for Fulham, as they've just made a double substitution. That's their fourth change of the evening. Those two there, and the two who managed to go through Iwobi and Willian. He's out of play for a throw-in to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Semedo will take and takes it quickly, gets the ball back there, and he's got Dirty. He almost gave possession away there, Dirty. But there is the ball, and Jimenez almost won it back off, and as here comes Wolves now with Semedo. Down the line he goes into into Yao Gomez rather than Totti Gomez. I almost called him. It is Yao Gomez though. Here is Santiago Bueno. Now here's Totti Gomez, popping up on that left hand side. Ball towards a penalty area. Contested scoring down, and then that's a brilliant bit of play from Sander Berg, and plays a neat 1-2 with Willian. Now it's Anthony Robinson. First involvement for him since coming on as a substitute into Andres Pereira, who's done well in that midfield for Fulham tonight. Pull the strings and being a different type of player, a different type of profile for Wolves to think about. Andres Pereira tonight, and he's looked to cause him a few problems, and a real menace in that Fulham side tonight. Got the assist for the opening goal, trying away with the assist for the second goal for Fulham, in what has been a good game so far tonight. It's Wolves 1, Fulham 2. If you're just tuning into us here on the commentary, here's Quenner, Robinson, infield to Alex Iwobi. Now Willian has possession. Wonderful ball, Andres Pereira, and Andres Pereira's charging forward. So Robinson outside, inside the penalty area now. Just lost the footing in the last moment, and he's behind for a goal kick to Wolves, and that's good defensive work, you've got to say there as well, by Matt Doherty to prevent him from continuing his brilliant run there initially. But Peter Banks tonight is refereeing this brilliantly. The cards he's given are worthy cards. He's played advantage of the right times. When he got involved for the opening goal, it was a clear one because it was a tight call for whether he was offside or onside. So the officials tonight have got everything spot on, in my opinion. No complaints about any decision tonight. Well, that could change yet, with plenty of time left to go. Chelsea have got a third against Southampton. We'll give you the goal scorer in just a moment for that one. As Fulham are making a double substitution. Their fifth and final substitution here, as it looks as though Calvin Bassey will be about to come on here for Wolves. For Fulham against Wolves, so I said to show up that defence. I can tell you the goal scorer for Chelsea is Levi Colwill. I can tell you Palace have got a third as well against Aston Villa. Ismail Sarr with his second of the evening. Palace 3, Villa 1, Chelsea 3, Southampton. Also the pressure that was on Enzo Maresca before tonight will no longer be on the Chelsea boss. I can tell you that it remains Wolves 1, Fulham 2 in our match this evening. 15 minutes to go. What can either of these sides conjure up in the final 15 minutes? A free kick for Wolves is the first thing they can conjure up. There's going to be a stoppage in play. Substitution about to happen. And it's going to be George Quinner who's coming off for Calvin Bassey. Quinner just gone down with a little bit of cramp. He's on the field. He's now back on his feet and walking off to be replaced by Calvin Bassey. Been a good shift tonight for Fulham at the back. There's Stuart Gray, one of the coaching staff, formerly manager of Sheffield Wednesday. As Pablo Sarabia and Tommy Doyle again ready to come on here for Wolves. Next time we have a stoppage in play. Totti gets again moving again as Wolves just look to try and cause them a few problems. Anthony Robinson heads infield for Willian. Good ball forward by Willian and is picked off here by Semedo. Brilliant one from Semedo here. Fantastic one. As the ball's into the penalty, edge come up and he's headed away by Issa Diop. Back there, fantastic piece of defending from Issa Diop. Back there, really, really well. Might have even been Calvin Bassey's first involvement as well here. He was the one who was shifting it out as Wolves make a double substitution. Tommy Doyle is coming on for Andre, the other man going off. And is Pablo Sarabia. The man going off is Santiago Bueno for Tommy Doyle. So they've took a defender off and put two attackers, a midfielder and a striker on, and a defender and a midfielder off. It is Sarabia's first involvement from the score kick. Edged up and away, just wide in the end by, I think that's Totti Gomez round the back there. More Totti Gomez round the back. And he heads it just wide in the end. No, in fact, it was João Gomez, the scorer of the Wolves goal, in fact, who headed it wide in the end. The Wolves really need to be testing the goalkeeper there and making him work. He was a poor header, in all fairness. As is Raul Jimenez, the former Wolves man, just loses out against one of his former teammates, and now Wolves can come forward. Here they come. Mateus Cunha, brilliant run forward and a brilliant ball in towards the penalty area. Too much on that for Nuri, and he passes it into the penalty area for Burnley to take the goal kick. And there was Sven Larsson who puts it in the place for him to take it as well. It remains 2-1 to Wolves, to Fulham here in this match. I can tell you, Brighton 2, Bournemouth 1. Danny Welbeck with the goal there to put Brighton back into lead on the south coast. And Chelsea 3 up at half time against Southampton. Our match tonight sees Wolves trailing 2-1 to Fulham, and they need to get something here. If they want to get something from this game, they need to score in the next 5 minutes, I feel. Otherwise, I think it could be curtains, even though there's 11 minutes left in this game. But Fulham, where they're defending, they need to really be breached in the next 5 minutes, in my opinion, if Wolves are serious about getting something from this game. Here they come now with Semedo, and they can't get the ball forward. Brilliant bit of play. He's out of play for a throw in. He can Fulham defend really, really well here and keep Wolves out. It's the confirmation of Welbeck's goal with 15 minutes left to play down on the south coast for Brighton in front against Bournemouth. Here is Dirty with the ball forward. Header is away by Castagna. He's put a monumental shift at the back for Fulham tonight. He's been everywhere as Castagna. Here's Raul Jimenez. Back to the forward mentioned Castagna. Chip ball forward. Pereira's there. Hooked forward and away. Doyle back to Totti. Infield to Dirty. Dirty will look up. Inside the centre circle is Dirty. Wonderful ball backwards on halfway to Totti. Wolves just keeping hold of possession. Can they do something here? Sarabia. Charging forward, Pablo Sarabia. Too much on that for Semedo, and as he fouled Cameron Bassett there. No, says the official down on the near side. And he's a free, and he's a throw in here to Wolves in this game. Semedo does well. Really does well here, Semedo. Back it goes to Dirty. Across now to Totti. Back into Doyle. Doyle down the line for Semedo. Semedo with the crossing towards the penalty area. Edged up and away by Anderson. Robinson helps it away. Here is Raul Jimenez. Good bit of play into the path there of Willian. Willian charging forward. Here is Anthony Robinson for Fulham. 9 minutes to go until we enter stoppage time. Here comes Fulham again. Willian. What can he do here now? Into the path there of Andres Pereira, who's first shifting tonight in the middle of the park and on the left, on the right and on the left. Popped up everywhere in that midfield is Andres Pereira. He's can't get hold of possession this time, and Fulham give the ball away, but they've won the ball back with Issa Diop. Brilliant ball into the path of Willian. Willian takes it in his stride, charging forward. Can he switch the play brilliantly to the left? He can, and picks out Alex Iwobi. Brilliant ball. He was there. Iwobi into Sanderberg. Across now to Iwobi. Back it goes into the path of Bassett. Back it goes all the way. And he gets it back, just Bassett. Good bit of work into Robinson. Robinson knocks the ball in field. Now is Robinson with the ball forward, and here is Raul Jimenez. Jimenez inside the penalty. Raul Jimenez shoots, saved by the goalkeeper Sarr, who's back out towards him, and he gets there first. He pushed out a play for a throw-in to his former side, Wolves. It's a brilliant run, and he timed it to perfection. Totti playing him on side inside the middle there. Brilliant run and wonderful effort. Kept out brilliantly by Jose Sarr. Wolves 1, Fulham 2. Been brilliant tonight. Here is Sarabia. Down the line he goes, looking for the run of Strang Larson. He can't get there though. And Cameron Bassey watches him win out of play. And Anthony Robinson will commentate this line for Fulham as they will look to try and wind down the clock and cause Wolves quite a bit of problems as they come towards the end of this game. We'll be choosing to play the match very, very shortly. There's a number of players up for contention in the Fulham shirt tonight. The likes of Timothy Castagna, Sanderberg, who's played well tonight, Andres Pereira, who's also put in a decent shift tonight. Adama Traore has played well. Rodrigo Muniz, Ryan Sessegnon. Quite a lot of these Fulham players have put in a really good performance tonight, and any one of them could get man of the match or player of the match which is sponsored by Commentary Services here on the Commentary Hub. Brilliant Commentary Services led by the brilliant Barry Swain, friend of the channels that we work on. There's a cross coming towards the back post, headed away, edge to the penalty. Cunha's there. His effort is charged down. Bassey heads it away to Totti. Only as far as Totti knows, Wolves get the ball back to the final 5 minutes of the match. Wolves 1, Fulham 2. Heads down and he's in field. Back he goes to Sanderberg and he's cleared it long downfield up into the air. Headed away and he breaks all the way through into the path there of Ben Leno, who's also put in a decent performance tonight. Kept the Wolves out of it. Was putting a really good performance. I've made up my mind who's going to get my player of the match. You'll find out shortly who is going to get the player of the match tonight in this game. And we'll give that to my producer in just a moment or two. Here is Tommy Doyle, the Wolves. Now, brilliant ball over the top from Dirty. Headed away by Issa Diop. And he can come away with possession. But Doyle has it back. Totti into the path there of Dirty. Dirty with the ball forward. Round the corner and giving away as Fulham look to clear it from danger. And he's cleared it all the way towards Wolves' penalty area. I've just sent my producer the player of the match to announce shortly as Wolves still trail by 2-1. Cunha is a penalty, ball playing towards the penalty, cleared away again. Anderson this time away. He's played well tonight. William wins it for Fulham and sends away Raul Jimenez. Brilliant ball from Raul Jimenez. Crossfield pass to Alex Iwobi. It was Andres Pereira. And Andres Pereira shooting can. Deflected over by Tommy Doyle. It will be a corner to Fulham. But that's good play again from Fulham again. Brilliant crossfield pass from Raul Jimenez into Andres Pereira. His shot was blocked brilliantly by substitute Tommy Doyle. But I think Jose Sow would have had it covered anyway. He has played well tonight, Andres Pereira. Will he be given the play of the match, though? You'll find out shortly here on the Commentary Hub. Who's going to get your player of the match? Who's going to be his player of the match tonight? Corner kick for Fulham. It's their third of the evening. Wolves have had 4 corners. Fulham have had 3. Can they take this one? Jimenez heads it just over the bar. Brilliant corner in and Raul Jimenez. Can't keep his head down there, Raul Jimenez. Jimenez really should be doing better. Dirty now for Wolves. Any chance now they need to do it. Need to get this forward. What can they do here now? Wolves 1, Fulham 2. How wide? It goes here brilliantly. Gomez. Cunha wants it in the middle. And he gets it. He takes Cunha, does well. He gets it from Sarabia there. Now it's Sarabia once more. Cunha again. Really good play. Calvin Bassey across there defending well. And brilliant kept in by Robinson. He slips and loses out. Free kick to Wolves. Handball by Anthony Robinson. Cunha delivers a cross in. Bassey heads it away. Only as far as Doyle. Anywhere will do now for Fulham defensively. We're going to come back at them. Doyle again for Wolves. Now Dirty inside the centre circle. Midway inside the Fulham half of the field. How wide to this near side the right. Sarabia. There's a crossing with his left foot. And headed behind by Timothy Castagne, who's done really well at the back there as well tonight for Fulham. He's put a shift in tonight. Could he be my player of the match? I'll announce very, very shortly after this corner kick. I'll potentially announce who's got the player of the match. Stay tuned. Or if I roll out, once we know how many minutes of stoppage time there is, we'll announce it then. Last chance for Wolves to get something from the skim. He's headed over by Strand Larson, who's put behind by a Fulham man. It's the Diop. Brilliant defensive work by the big defender. It will be a corner for Wolves again. Mark Stewart walking down instead of Clare as the ball comes in. Punched away by Ben Leno. Behind for yet another Wolves corner. 3 corners in quick succession here for Wolves. Sarabia to take this one as we enter 7 added minutes at the end of this second half. Only towards a penalty, head away by Joachim Andersen. Cunha's there at the back post. He keeps the move alive. Still going Mateus Cunha. Didn't deliver a cross in. He can. Takes a deflection. Andersen's there. Deflection again. This time off of Nuri. And it will be a goal kick to Fulham. Brilliant defensive work. Bassey in there. Andersen in there. And he comes off Nuri last. Behind for a goal kick to Fulham. And I can tell you, our player of the match tonight will be sponsored by Commentary Services, and he will be going to Fulham's number 31. It's a Diop. He's your player of the match this evening. He's fantastic play from him at the back. He's been a rock at the back, putting his body on the line when Wolves have come forward in this second half and causing a number of problems from set pieces as well. It's a Diop. Really good performance tonight, and he's putting a massive shift. Can he keep Wolves out for an extra 5.5 minutes or thereabouts? As here's Sanderberg finds Willian. Anthony Robinson's onside, left hand side, in towards the penalty. It's for Raul Jimenez. Shots in his wide. Raul Jimenez with the effort, and Jimenez really should be hitting the target there. Brilliant breakout by Fulham. Good cross in, he comes to him on his chest and he fires it just past the post. If they laid it off, it would have been easy an effort at the back post there for Alex Iwobi. When it is Wolves on the charge, Semedo in towards the penalty area. He's cleared it away. And here comes Willian. What a ball this has been from performance this has been from Fulham. As here's Alex Iwobi. That was a fantastic ball by Willian. I was saying it was a fantastic performance from Fulham tonight. Pereira, he's been different gravy tonight. He was up there for player of the match. Let me tell you, fantastic player is Andres Pereira. Here is Calvin Bassey, Anthony Robinson. Fulham, even though they're leading, they want more goals. And the man going with me, Alex Iwobi shot is blocked. It will be a corner. Block off my dirty and went behind Alex Iwobi. Brilliant bit of play. Bit of red streak in his hair as Alex Iwobi, and he's putting a decent performance tonight since he's coming off the field onto the field on 67 minutes. William was thought about taking the corner. He's leaving it to the aforementioned Andres Pereira, who's put in a massive shift and he's taking it quickly to Robinson. Willian is there. Back to Robinson. Back to Pereira once more. Willian into Robinson. Can he get the cross in? He can't. He turns away. Just keeps the ball in play. Gets it back. The ball's still in play. And Robinson's it's out there, Sarabia. And he needs to be careful. Anthony Robinson. He's picked up a yellow card here. Anthony Robinson picks up a yellow card for pushing over Pablo Sarabia down there. And if he's booked, Anthony Robinson, then in my opinion, Sarabia should be booked as well because he pushed him first. Reactionary, pushing him back, and he went down. If he'd have gone down, I think he would have been booked as well. We've got brilliant More live coverage tomorrow from the Premier League. Nottingham Forest against Arsenal. Big game at the top of the table. Can Nottingham Forest get to the magic 50 points, or can Arsenal turn around their bit of poor form they've had recently? Rolling towards the penalty area. Anderson gets it away towards Jimenez. He breaks towards Alex Iwobi with out for a throw-in to Fulham, and Alex Iwobi will just leave it and just take his time, and Fulham are just going to take their time. Into the final 2.5 minutes plus stoppage time left to go in this game. Wolves 1, Fulham 2. Castagna to take the throw-in for Fulham on that far side. He throws in towards Alex Iwobi, who's flicked header on. It's cleared away by Doyle. Up towards Strand Larson, who does well. Montese out towards Cunha. Keeps the ball in play. Does well there, Cunha. Loses it to Iwobi though. Diop. I'll play the match against it forward. Sanderberg gets it in towards Alex Iwobi. Brilliant play. Iwobi into Willian. We'll play this from Willian. Giving away to Totti Gomez, and Wolves may have a chance to get an equaliser if they can play this right. Wonderful run here from Nuri. Cunha towards Nuri again, but blocked off by Castagna. Brilliant piece of defensive work from him tonight. Alex Iwobi goes down. Is it a free kick? No, says the referee. Play on. Coming in towards the final minute of this game. Here is Semedo. What can Nelson Semedo do here now? He can bring this ball forward. He's Doyle. He's now or never for Wolves. Crossing towards the penalty, takes the deflection. Doherty helps it on its way. Comes out to Nuri to the penalty. Right there, Nuri. Shoots, is blocked. Brilliant block by Castagna. He's defended well tonight. Along with our player of the match, it's a Diop. Anderson about there as well. Weather's done really well at the back. So too is Sessegnon and Robinson since coming on as well. Fantastic pieces of defensive play. Really, really good. Calvin Bass has done his job out there as well since he's come on the field. To the final 30 seconds of this game. Wolves 1, Fulham 2. And Willian brings it down on his chest and can come away with possession. Judging up towards halfway, Willian sees a slip by Yao Gomez in towards Alex Iwobi. Iwobi chips the ball up. Saved by Jose Sarr. It's going to go forward into the final 5 seconds of this game. Pereira wins the ball for Fulham. Into Willian. Willian just running in towards the corner. And he's going in towards the penalty area. And he's behind for a corner kick to Fulham. But there won't be no time for the corner kick to be taken. The full-time whistle is gone. And Wolverhampton Wanderers are beaten at home by Fulham. It's a priceless win for Fulham. Brilliant winning. If Southampton can, if Leicester and Ipswich can pick up results tomorrow, they can close the gap just to 2 points to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Big result down at the bottom end of the table, that. Fulham with a big result to the top end as well, with Crystal Palace forward up against Aston Villa in the Premier League as well. I can tell you the goal scorer of that fourth for Palace is Eddie Nketiah. He's got a 4th goal for Crystal Palace tonight in their match. And that's coming towards the end of the game. We're full time in my game tonight. It has been Wanderers 1, Fulham 2 in the Premier League. Fantastic match in the end, and you've got to say Wolves, questions will be asked of their manager in my opinion, because they had chances and they really should have taken those chances, but they failed to do so. Into the closing stages of the matches in the Premier League, apart from Chelsea, that's just 53 minutes on the clock. They're still 3-0 to Chelsea against Southampton. Brighton beating Bournemouth by 2-1. Crystal Palace leading 4-1. They're going towards the close of play. Closing minutes of the matches in the Championship. I can tell you Crystal Palace have just finished. They've won Aston Villa by 4-1. Brighton still leading by 2-1 against Bournemouth. In the Championship though, Cardiff 1, Hull City 0. Big clash down at the bottom end of the table. Stoke 1, Middlesbrough 3. So mid-table, Middlesbrough around about mid-table as well. Birmingham 1, Leyton Orient 0 in League 1. Northampton 1, Barnsley 2 in League 1. Barnsley back-to-back away wins if it stays like this after winning at the weekend away at Rotherham United. Wigan Athletic 2, Huddersfield Town 1. In League 2, Bromley 0, Bradford 1. Cheltenham Town 0, Walsall 2, Gillingham 1. Fleetwood 2 closing stages in that game as well. Also closing stages of Tranmere Rovers 0, Accrington 1. In the Scottish Premiership, Aberdeen trail Celtic by 3-0 on 69 minutes at Celtic Park there tonight, as well as it's what's been some fantastic games of football. I can tell you the full time whistle has gone as well. Brighton have beaten Bournemouth by 2-1, and what I can tell you, what those early results do and the latest score does in the Chelsea game does to the Premier League table. I can tell you what happened, what all this means to the table in the Premier League tonight with the matches as they are. I can bring you what the table looks like in the Premier League with the standings, with the scores as it is. I can tell you that Chelsea will be up to 4th, a point behind Nottingham Forest. Man City drop down to 5th, 2 points behind Chelsea. Newcastle drop down to 6th, 2 points behind Chelsea as well. Bournemouth drop down to 7th following their defeat tonight to Brighton, who move up to 8th in the table. Fulham are up to 9th in the table in that game. Aston Villa are in 10th. Brentford in 11th. Brentford play tomorrow night against Everton. Crystal Palace are in 12th on 36 points after their victory tonight. Tottenham remain in 13th until they play tomorrow against Manchester City. Everton in 14th. They take on Brentford tomorrow night. Man United are in 15th. They take on Ipswich tomorrow night. West Ham are in 16th. They play Leicester on Thursday, which you can hear with myself, was filling on commentary. Ipswich in 18th. Leicester in 19th in Southampton. Rock bottom of the table is how the table stands right now. So that's all we've got time for on our coverage here on the commentary of this afternoon. Big thank you to everybody who is listening to our coverage today as we bring you brilliant games that we've got on the channel in the next coming days as well. Big game tomorrow that we've got coming up for you. Nottingham Forest against Arsenal. We'll have West Ham against Leicester on Thursday as well. From myself, Russ Vernon, and the rest of the team here at the commentary hub for another final score from Chelsea and the other. Tune in to wherever else you get your football coverage. But full-time scores in the matches in our feature match tonight. We'll go either side of half-time. One in the first minute from Ryan Sessegnon. After half-time from Rodrigo Muniz. Fulham to a 2-1 win. Despite Yao Gomez pulling one back for Wolves. Full-time in the Premier League. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Fulham 2. Join me on Thursday from West Ham against Leicester. Join Paul James tomorrow for Nottingham Forest against Arsenal. Quality here. Goodbye.